What's good, guys? So in this video I'm going to show you guys how to get a job in 2023 as a teenager. Okay, so the reasoning behind this video is, dude, okay, think about this. Every other motherfucking YouTuber is telling you to go to start a business, how to start a business, best teenager, how to save money, not even how to save money, what to do as a teenager, best business models as a teenager to do, to start, etc., etc. But in order to start a business, for example, drop shipping, in order to start a business, you need money. In order to, you just need money, you need capital, a little bit up front, but this game is pay to play, so you need to motherfucking get money. And how else you can do that when you're a teenager and you have no skills? I'm sorry, man, but the non-pretty answer is that you need to get a job. Okay, you're probably most likely not going to be the successful 15-year-old making $7,000 a day on his online business. Okay, you're probably not going to be that guy. You just gotta be realistic here, bro. Okay. Then you gotta tell them that they're being a little lazy. Yeah, I gotta tell you, you're being a little lazy. Okay. It's way easier to sit here and watch how to start a business, instead of going out in the real world making money and then starting a business from that. Okay, and all these people are telling you that because it's the pretty answer, bro. But I'm telling you right now, you need to go out and get a job. You need to stop being a lazy ass bitch. Go make some money. Okay. After school, go get a job. Get a job, dude. Just do it. I know you're avoiding it. Just go do it. First thing you got to outline before we do anything is, why do you even want a job? Okay, is it for money? Is it to help around the house? Is it for experience? Like, do you sometimes people get a job to set themselves up for the career that they want to get after high school. So the little job you get right now will help boost some skills in order for you to get a job after high school. I know some people who do that. You just want to socialize with the baddies that are going to walk into the mall, with the people that are going to walk in. Do you want validation from your homies? Because for me, that's kind of what I did at one point. Like in grade 11 or 12, when I got a job at Puma, I was like, yo, I nigga flex on these niggas. Yo, I got money, I leave and I go to school. I go to work after school, boom, 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 I get cash, nigga. Do you want to start a business, like a dropshipping business, etc.? Because you need to invest into a Shopify store, you need to invest into ads, etc. Do you want to invest into the business you already have, or you already kind of started with the bullshit? Or do you want to invest into yourself, which I honestly think is the best thing to do? You know, like courses, coaches, better clothing, better food. And each reason behind why you want to get a job will dictate your steps moving forward and what jobs you will apply for. Okay, like I said, all of these will dictate what job you get. Like if you just want money, help around the house, experience, socialization, like just get a freaking low warehouse job or a fucking sales associate job. But then if you want to like get experience and you want like the socialization aspect and you want to look into more like a cashier, something, I don't know, like a cashier at a store, at a fucking grocery store, or what's the place is called, like a convenience store or something like that, right? And honestly, in my opinion, as a teenager, the best thing that you can do is invest into yourself. That's the best route to take, honestly. So in my experience, I've had a lot of success with in-person interviews and getting jobs online through places like Indeed, and doing interviews on the phone call or on Zoom. I've had a lot of success in that, and I've never failed an interview before, bitch, never. I've worked at places like, I did paper route as a little boy. I did paper route. I made those niggas were finessing me. I only made like $40 a month, but yeah, that's that. I worked at Puma as a sales associate. I worked at a hitch shop installing hitches on cars. I worked at different moving companies, warehouses, the place that makes scooters. I've worked there. I've worked at another office moving place, and I've worked at Coca-Cola. I work at Coca-Cola right now with Visions Electronics, because right now I'm doing 2 jobs at once. And honestly, you should check out my video before talking about struggle. But yeah, I'm working those 2 jobs right now. What it takes to get a job. So first off, bro, it's 2023. Okay, you need to stand out, and you need more than just a resume. I don't mean more documents. I mean you need charisma. You need the ability to stand the fuck up, because everybody wants to get a job right now. And I would say the market's saturated, so to speak. But it's not as easy as 1, 2, 3 apply like most places. So you need to put forth effort. All right, so first let's get into resumes and cover letters. So add whatever experience you have, and if you have no experience on either of these, lie, bro. It's a fucking myth. It's a myth that people are going to check and call your references and say, did you work here, did you do this? It's a motherfucking lie. But you got to make sure that you can bring some experience into real life. Like, obviously you can't lie and say, yeah, I know how to use Excel, if you've actually never used Excel before. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure these are both formatted correctly, and you need to use a proper email. So here's my resume right here. So first off, your resume needs to be clear and concise. It needs to be well formatted, and you need to have a proper email, and you need to explain the roles as clearly as you can. So obviously I have my email, simple, proper, and you need to have it clear and concise. Look at experience, skills, experience, education, interests, activities. All the experience is highlighted, is bolded, etc. It's separated by lines, is well formatted, okay? And then if you, and I have a proper fucking email, which a lot of niggas don't have, so make one. So this place, Tire Chalet, never worked there before in my life, but I know the roles of basically every single warehouse situation, so therefore I can pull it off, right? But yeah, I lied on here. I never worked, they never called. It's as simple as that, okay? Now, and I'll leave that resume in the description down below. You guys can literally copy and paste that bitch. Next will be cover letters. Cover letter is simply you selling yourself to the hiring manager, and describing why you're a good fit for the role that you're applying for and what experience or value you bring to the table, okay? And you need to make sure that your language is clear on this as well and straight to the motherfucking point. Straight to the point. And this cover letter document is basically a piece of paper that you include with your resume, all right? Either whether that be you applying online or you going in person. So here's my cover letter. Again, clear, concise email. But the things about a cover letter is that you need to outline where you applied, why and how you meet the requirements, and other skills and experience you bring to the table. Okay, so let's read out my cover letter real quick. So first off, your address, your other information, and you need to include the company that you applied for as well here, and we'll get into that after. So first thing you need to do is RE, the position you're applying for. Dear hiring manager, because you don't know who he or she is, so you need to say, dear hiring manager, I'm applying for the warehouse associate position, which I was made aware of on Indeed.com. Outline where you applied. I believe I meet all the essential criteria for the role. I have experience with warehouse dynamic, powered pallet jacks, loading and unloading of delivery trucks, also managing SKUs of different products. SKUs of products is basically like you having tomato, lettuce, bacon, cheese in your fridge. Those are all different SKUs, and I manage those in the different warehouses. And I feel like I can make an effective and immediate contribution to your team. In my warehouse associate position at Top Made Foods and Tire Chalet and Coca-Cola, I handled tasks very similar to what you outlined in your job ad. You got to make sure that your experience is aligned with their job ad, obviously. Okay, I know I can quickly close any knowledge gaps and become an asset to your team. I have effective communication skills and the motivation to take on challenging work. I'm also skilled in making sure deadlines are met. I believe in making sure customers get the best service possible and keeping a purposeful dynamic in the workplace. I'm confident that I have the drive, knowledge, and experience that you need. Boom. Other skills and experience you bring to the table. Obviously, I have the skills to be articulate. Obviously, I have the skills to communicate why I'm a valuable asset to the team. So they already know the communication skills are there, etc., etc. So again, I will leave this copy paste there, and you guys can do whatever you need to do to make it fit your guys' needs. So obviously, for applying on Indeed, I'm not gonna make 100 fucking cover letters if I'm applying for the kind of the same position for each job. So I created a copy and paste method, which I call a copy paste method, and I'm just simply not fucking wasting time doing that. So the copy paste method is, the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out the top two jobs, two type of jobs that you like to apply for, and create a customized cover letter for both fields of work. And then for each cover letter that you submit, you only have to change a few things. So I've highlighted here what you're going to change per cover letter. Obviously, it's going to be the company that you apply for, okay, and it's going to be the position that you apply for. Obviously, you got to change it here. I just forgot to highlight that. I'm applying for the it's the same thing here. And then you got to change where you were applied. So if it was in Indeed, if it was in person, because some people apply in person, then email a cover letter later, etc., etc., because you kind of have to. So next is, how are you going to do this copy and paste method? First, you got to use my cover letter in the description below. Customize it to your experience if need be. Go apply for roles and create copies based on the companies that you're applying for. Okay, so go apply and create copies based on the companies that you fuck with. All right, simple as that. And you can also make an Indeed resume to save you some more time, and we'll get into that right now. So what you need to do is once you apply for a job, you'll be prompt with a message that says write cover letter. So you're gonna click write cover letter, and you're gonna copy and paste the written one, whether it's the one I gave you or the one you wrote yourself. Copy paste it in that, and it just stays there the whole time, so you don't have to rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it. It just saves you time, so when you keep on applying. Next, we're going to go through is how to get a job in person. Okay, so first off, you need to show up looking presentable. I've seen too many niggas come to job interviews with their ass cheeks shaking. Their ass cheeks are out. Their ass cheeks are out. They got a Gucci hat on. They just look like a walking liability. Okay, they look like they're going to take money from the place, bro. Like, don't pull up with your ass cheeks hanging out. Don't come out with the fake Gucci belt and a motherfucking Amir's hat, nigga. Like, come on, or Armani Exchange, whatever the fuck it may be. Okay, and bring resumes. I've seen niggas apply for jobs, try to apply for jobs without a resume on hand. You have a resume? Oh no, I don't. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Dumbass. And I just looked at him walk out. That was crazy. Okay, then you gotta ask the manager. Okay, because if you don't bring the resume to the manager, the likelihood of it getting to the manager is very, 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 very low. Okay, and there's a secret line that you can follow for every in-person interaction that will get you a job every single fucking time, and we'll get into that at the end of the video. Next, you need to repeat this kind of process over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so first we'll go for how to get a job on Indeed. Okay, so first thing you need to do is upload all essential documents and make an Indeed resume. It looks better and it's easier to read on the employer's end. Next is that you need to subscribe to all the job updates for your desired roles and for your desired positions. You got to set aside time to go through all the job updates that they send you, because they're going to send you emails of like 30 job availabilities, and we'll get into that later. And you need to set aside time to go through those emails, at least 1 to 2 emails every single day. I went through like 4 or 5 because I was driven. But next, you need to send follow-up messages and be as authentic as possible. Okay, so here's the employer dashboard, and like I said, I talk about sending messages, right? So this is what the employer dashboard looks like. Your first thing, what's going to happen, obviously, they're going to see all the people who applied. This is kind of just boring. No one wants to go through this, right? But if they see messages, like, I know you kind of just want to click there and check who sent you a message. Oh, he sent me a message. Let me click it. Like, come on, bro. Send messages. Send the follow-up messages when they ask, and we'll go through what to send in that follow-up messages later. Here's the emails I was talking about. So they're going to send you a list of like 20 to 30 job positions that are available based on what you subscribe to. So for me, it's labor, right? Pepsi, Like, I can just go apply for all of these one time. All the applications are there, and just click, and then you apply. That's the only time you're going to do one, two click. That's the only time you're going to be spamming. Next is going to be follow-up messages. So you got to be authentic. Like I said, be authentic, okay? Listen to this message I sent these niggas. I sent this to like 5 or 10 motherfuckers, and I got a job with this. The second job I'm working right now, Visions Electronics, that's the job I got with this. So first thing you got to say is, hi, I would just like to send a quick follow-up message in regards to the application I filled out for your job posting not too long ago. I just want to point out that everybody else on Indeed isn't really putting forth any effort into getting a job. They're just doing one click apply after the next. Me, however, would like to stick my hand out and inform you that I meet close to all of the requirements for your job posting. Bold claim, I know, but I've had plenty of experience in almost all general fields like warehouse, loading, unloading, order picking, hitch installation, stocking, and all the way to greeting customers in the Puma store. I'm a very fast learner and will probably pester you until I fully understand certain tasks, but I can close any knowledge gaps faster than when you fired your last employee. Nigga, you want to hire me right now. You don't even have a job, but you want to hire me, because that was so... I just sold myself, really, and you gotta just be upfront. Tell them why. No, I need this job. You want me. That's what you gotta have, the energy of that. When you send a follow message, be as bold as you can. Okay, be as bold as you can. Be as straightforward and say, nigga, hire me. I'm better than all those motherfuckers that are trying to apply. I'm different. Okay. Here are some of the responses I got right after that. Was, good afternoon. Please call me as soon as possible. Thank you. And then someone was like, hi, Gadako. I reviewed your resume, and I was wondering if you were available to come in for an interview next week. Thanks, Allison. I did not go because I called them. They're actually bitches. But yeah. Next is obviously going to be interview. Okay. My philosophy to that is, bro, why should I apply for this job? Why do you want me? That it's not, give me this job. It's, why should I apply? That should be the energy, okay? And you just have to be really confident in your ability to just work in a low IQ ass job. Every single job that you're applying for on Indeed is just low IQ, bro. Unless it's like a high paying 100K a year job, but even then they don't throw those out on Indeed. So yes, and you're a teenager, you don't need those kind of jobs right now. But if you do want a better and in-depth video on interviews and the body language behind them and how to look, where to look, who to talk to, etc., how to talk to them, this video explains them a lot better. I'll leave that in the description below. So the secret line that we'll get into to any interview, to get any job, the secret line you do when you're handing in your resume is this. You walk into the motherfucker and you say, "Hi, is you guys' manager available?" Okay, you get a yes or no answer. I'd like to speak to her. They're going to be kind of like, "You want to speak to my manager? What up?" Because people don't usually ask to talk to the manager unless it's something that's kind of bad, right? So they go back, they'll get the manager from wherever, and then you're going to say, "Hi, my name is blank. I was just wondering if you guys had any jobs available at the moment." They're going to be like, their ass is going to be stuttered because no niggas really approach them like that, right? "Hi, my name is Gadako. I was just wondering if you guys had any jobs available at the moment." "Yeah, we do have jobs right now. We don't have any job. No, we don't really have any jobs available right now, but we'll be hiring probably in the summertime or You can come back then." If they don't say you can come back then you say, "Okay, I'll come back then." So if they say, "No, we're not hiring right now. When are you guys usually hiring?" "Yeah, usually around summertime, "Okay, I'll come back then." "Sweet, nice to meet you. Goodbye." Or you can say, "Cool, can I leave my resume with you?" And then after that, you're going to go create a cover letter online. Or just use the copy paste one, right? And then sometimes you're going to say, "No, go apply online." And what do you say to the apply online is you say, "Okay," you walk out the store, you go apply online. What's the link? Take the link down, boom, go apply outside, walk back in that bitch. "I applied online. Thank you. Have a good day." And then you just stand out immediately, right? It doesn't take as much confidence as you think it might, bro. Trust me. Here are some things that you need to consider, okay? Getting a job only takes really a few weeks of upfront work, and then you probably get one in like a month after that, or even less, like a week. Because if I lose a job, I can get a job in a week. Done deal, okay? But you're going to hate it after the first 2 weeks, all right? You're going to hate that job. The money won't be a lot because we're in a system that was designed to keep you broke. And you're going to have to fight the human nature to spend money. If you really have a mission to save, etc., you're going to have to fight human nature. You're going to have to fight that urge. It's going to be hard. And next is that you're going to want to quit. Within the first week or the first 3 days, depending on what kind of work you're doing, you're going to want to quit. But if you have a mission and you have a goal and you have something that you're progressing to, you got to push through that urge to quit as well. So just want to let you guys know that. Here are the actionable steps that you need to take right motherfucking now. Okay, I don't want you to leave this video saying, "Oh, I know how to get a job now." No. Here's what you need to do right now. Good. Write this down, bro. Write this down. Pause the video and write this down. So the first thing you need to do is go make an Indeed account with a new email. Okay? Go do that right now. Thank you. So things will be cluttered, so you need that new email. Good. Next is that you need to make a resume on Google Docs, and like I said, consider the type of job that you want to work at and cater your resume to that. And you need to use the one I made in the description. Just take that format and repurpose it to your own needs. Next is that you need to make according cover letters to each position that you're applying for. Next is that you need to subscribe to all the emails that they ask you to subscribe to when you apply for jobs. That's obviously after you apply. So you need to apply and you need to subscribe to the emails when it asks you. Next is that you need to stay consistent for a week, going through 1 to 2 emails per day, applying to 30 to 60 places every day through those subscription emails that they send you. Okay, so go do that. Next is that you need to watch interview videos on how to conduct yourself in an interview, what to say in an interview, what to say when they ask you certain questions, because once you know that, you're set for life. Next is that, and then the other thing you need to do, the last thing you need to do is prepare and keep your goal in mind. Okay, prepare that you're going to be facing hard times. You're going to be facing days where you really don't want to go. You're going to be facing days where people are going to yell at you, people this, people that, people are going to treat you wrong. But you need to keep your goal in mind. What's more important? What's more important, the way you feel in this moment or your end goal in life? What's more important? So stop being a motherfucking bitch. Bro. Too many niggas quitting jobs because of certain shit, etc. But yes. That's basically everything, man. I hope this video was valuable. Yeah, let me know if you guys get a job. Thank you. Love you. Peace.